Hi, I'm Diana Pina, I'm an artist, and today I'm going to show you how to create these cute little mountain skiing paintings with the texture and oil colors. You can create it on canvas panel, but the problem of the canvas panel is that it can deform under the texture, and then you have to put it under the press and it can crack, so it's kind of a little bit risky. So what I found to myself is to cut this kind of wooden panels, and they are very strong and they can keep all this texture paste on it. What are you gonna need? First of all is a texture paste. I bought this texture paste in our local art shop. I'll show you how it looks like inside. It's like a cream. I'm gonna show you how to use it while we are creating a new painting. What you need is a palette. I use this kind of palette with the removable pages. It's the most convenient one. You don't need to wash it every time. You just throw away the page and it's like new. About the colors, first of all, you need a white acrylic one. And then I'll show you a little bit of oil paints. So I'm gonna need titanium white color. I use several. I use this brand, I use Classico, I use Russian Ladoga. Then you will need cadmium yellow, light and medium, orange cadmium, also cadmium red, light. I also use a little bit of permanent pink, ultramarine blue, and the burnt umber, which is brown. I also use sometimes sky blue, and you will need this for this painting to make a sky. For the sky, I mix up sky blue with ultramarine blue and white color. I'll show you also this one. And I also need it for some shades and things like that. You're also gonna need this artistic medium for oil paints. I use the Artist Turpentine, but it depends what you have in your shop. And of course you're gonna need some palette knives, big and small, and some very big one to make the slopes like this. And you're gonna also need some of brushes, big and small. Let me show you the process. So let's start with the texture paste. This is a texture paste I bought in the local art shop. For sure you have some other brand. So when you open it, you can see it looks like a cream. It is quite dense, but still creamy. So I will now show you how you put it on the surface. So I skipped the first part where I already made one because I'm gonna show you just one of the painting, and I think this texture should be better. So what you're gonna do is just to cover all the surface with the texture paste and make sure there is no like empty spaces and all is covered by this paste. I'm gonna try and make all the angles and all the sides quite regular. So I'm moving this texture paste from the side to the center and back like this. I really enjoy the process of putting the texture paste on the surface. It's really like so like meditating. Okay, let's make the sides a little bit more regular like this. Okay, now this side. Da, 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 da. A little bit of texture everywhere, and yeah, some more of paste on the last side. Okay. I have cleaned the palette knife with some paper, and now I'm gonna make the mountains. The first mountain is a little lower than the second one and a little bit smaller. This is the second one, and it's gonna be bigger. They never should be the same, otherwise it looks too similar, and you don't want to make like things too similar in art. They always have to have some differences, something irregular, like the nature is. So you just try to make these mountains. If you don't like it, you just remove and make a new one. And you just put this paste in a way that it looks like a mountain to you. You're very free to do anything you wish. And when you see it's actually quite okay and you like it, don't lose your time on making it more and more. Just be free, it will come. So this is a big one, and then I'll make a slope. This is a slope where all the skier is going down now. I make sure that the layer is very, very thick, because I like when there is like a shadow under this texture. So again, I'm moving the texture paste the way I consider it similar to what I have seen in the mountains when I was skiing. More snow. This will be a second slope, the closer one. Okay, let's put some more texture. A lot of snow. Let it snow, let it snow. Okay, and I make sure there is a thick texture under the slope, because this is really what I like so much. Alright, this starts to look like two slopes and two mountains on the background. The guys go down from the first slope, they turn, and they go down from the second slope. I'll add some more, and because I'm not satisfied with what I did, I've changed the palette knife, because it wasn't very handy to do it with a big one. It all depends. Sometimes you need a bigger one, sometimes you need a smaller one. This one didn't work for me, so I'll change back to the big one. So it should be a little bit smoother. I think it's kind of looking better now. So I got these two. I let them dry overnight. So I let them dry, and the texture paste became yellow. That's why I cover it with some acrylic paints. Not too thick, because otherwise they will crack, and I'll show you the experience of my cracked one, because I put too much acrylic paint. And so this time I'm using this one. It's Classico Italian acrylic paint, white, and it seems like this one is not cracking. And also I think they crack also because of the soft surface. That's why it's better to use the wooden panels for this job. So now I'm gonna cover all the edges and all the surface into white. These acrylics normally take around 10-15 minutes to dry. So some people, they want to dry it faster and they use the hair dryer, but that also is risky because you can really make it crack again. So it's better to leave it dry its natural way. So you don't put the very thick white layer here, because otherwise it's always a risk to make it crack. I'm almost done here. Some water, because the paint becomes too dense, so you need the water for the acrylic paints. And yeah, almost done here. Again, I make sure that all the edges are painted. It looks much nicer when it's white around. And I let it dry again. Now it's dry and I'm gonna use the oil paints to create the skiers. I take cadmium yellow medium. Oh, let me put it closer to the video camera so you can see it. And I start to paint my first little skier. So I'm gonna make the jacket with this yellow cadmium medium. Now I'll take some orange, cadmium orange, and I'll put some shade. I'm sorry that you cannot see, but I still don't have this right equipment for the videos, so I hope you can see this. So I'll put this like an arm, a little bit darker than the jacket itself, so it's kind of colorful, and I will put some more shade on the sides of the jacket, and I'll paint another arm. Please check my reference picture for the painting on my Instagram, or I will also put it in the end of the video, so you can always check how all these little skiers look like. Okay, so this is gonna be an arm. I'll add some more color like this. Let's take some ultramarine blue with some brown. I'll put some yellow so it becomes greenish blue, and we will make pants. So this is gonna be the first leg folded, and now I'll make a second leg like this. Probably the second leg should be a little bit like longer. The knee should be more further, and I'll correct it later. I will put some light so the pants look more realistic. You need maybe it should be darker on the sides, a little bit lighter in the middle of the leg, so it adds a volume to the pants. I really don't like this second leg. It should be a little bit longer. The upper side of the leg should be longer, so it looks like it's more folded in ahead, like, you know, like when you ski. Sometimes one leg is longer, it's folded a different way. Yeah, something like that. I hope you can make the same. It's not very hard, especially if you will have a reference picture. Try to repeat what you see. If you see the dark color, you repeat the dark color, and then you add some light on it. Because in oil paint, first you put the dark layers and then you add some light on it. I'll just add some light lines on the paints. I'll show you now. Now I'm gonna mix brown with blue, so it becomes kind of black almost, and I'll make boots of the skier and the ski itself. Same brown with blue for the ski. Let's see how it works. I'll better add some white in it. Ski cannot be so dark. So I'll put some more blue, some white, more blue. Let's see if it now looks better. My mixture of blue, brown and sky blue and some white in it, and I'll make gloves. Now I took a sky blue with some blue to make the helmet, and very light sky blue with some yellow to add some like highlight on the helmet. And maybe a dark blue line on the helmet, like I made it like a mask. For the skin color, I mix cadmium orange with permanent pink and some white, so it becomes kind of skin color, and I added here to make a face to the skier. Now I mix up again some of sky blue with white, and I add some ultramarine with brown, so it becomes a little bit grayish, and I put some shade from the ski, it's kind of a shadow, and some like snow going up because the skier is moving very fast. So make sure to add some white strokes, thick white strokes under, so it looks like snow. I will correct a little bit the shape of the skier. I'm very sorry that you cannot see very well, but I really don't have good equipment to make these videos. I hope you can do it anyway, even if you don't see each moment of my video, like each detail of the skier. I will correct it a little bit around with white, so he looks a little bit more realistic. And now I'm gonna create a new skier with a cadmium red jacket. So this is his arm, more cadmium red. So I make a body. This is a jacket. And now another arm, folded like this. I will add a couple of yellow strokes so the jacket looks a little bit again different, not the same color everywhere, like this. So now I'm gonna take again the blue ultramarine with brown. It becomes like black, and I'm gonna make the legs of the skier folded again this way. So this is gonna be first leg, and the second leg, it should go a little bit further like this. I'm not sure how it looks like, but let's try. Let's try to make it a little bit more realistic. So this is gonna be the second leg, which is hiding behind the first one. I think I folded too much the first one. Okay, I'll try to correct it better. I'm sorry that you don't see now, but as I said, when you don't see anything, you just check my reference picture and try to repeat it. I just say the color that I used. Now I used this mixture of white, blue and brown, so to add some light to the pants. I also added some sky blue there. So I'll add some light on these legs, like you see on the upper side of the, let's say, left leg, there is some light now. And some white to correct the first leg, because it looks like too much, folded too much. He would fall like this. It doesn't look very realistic, so I will correct it a little bit. Yeah, like this. I will delete it with the medium. I have medium, the turpentine that I showed you before, to erase a little bit the things that I don't like. Yeah, so let's try to make it look better now. Maybe this one, let's paint it better now. Wait, I'll try to make a better job. Yeah, I think this is much better now. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna paint. So I take again this mixture of my blue, brown, sky blue and white, and I will paint the ski now. It's like a white ski. Let's see if it looks good on the white. Maybe too light. 2 skis. The second one. Like this, and they are folded in the end. Yeah, so this is his ski, maybe a little bit darker. I'll add some blue. Let's see if I add some blue. Yes, I think it's much better this way. Okay, again, they should be folded in the end like this. Don't try to make it too precise, because this is all about impressions, so yeah, it shouldn't be too precise. I will erase a little bit of the color that I put too much. Okay, and I will correct the shape of the ski like this. Now I'll take some white and some of my light mixture of these 4 colors to make the snow. It should be kind of textured. You add some more white strokes on it, so it's a snow. snow coming out from the ski like this. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Maybe a little bit there again. Yeah, so it looks better. Again, some correction of the ski by deleting it with the medium for the oil paints. And yeah, I will add some shade under the ski so it looks a little bit more like on the ground and not like flying somewhere. Again, my mixture of the blues and white, and I'll make a white helmet. Yeah, you don't see it very much. Probably I need more blue and brown. So yeah, I will need more blue and brown. And it's kind of a little bit not so beautiful. I will correct it a little bit better with this medium again. Yeah. By the way, the head shouldn't be too big, otherwise he will look like a baby, like a child. So actually when you paint the guys, you should make a smaller head. I will now make a mask with light blue. It's like sky blue with white, yeah? So I added some mask, okay? And I think I will correct a little bit face later. Well, first I will put some, the skin color again, it's pink with orange and white. Just 1-2 strokes of this mixture to make a face. And now I will correct a little bit the shape of the guy, of the head and the jacket, because it looks a little bit too twisted to me. Again, correcting the shape of the head because it's too big, so I'll make it a little bit smaller by erasing all the paint around. Okay, so this will be a jacket. I'm sorry again that I cannot show you in details, but I don't know how to put this camera to paint at the same time. I hope it's gonna work for you guys. I will just correct a little bit the shoulder. I think it looks good now. So again, some blue with brown. Just to make some borders. And the gloves. 1 and 2. And the ski poles. They shouldn't be too precise, just kind of a thin line and the second thin line somewhere on the back. Okay, this guy is ready, and now for the third one I will take permanent pink mixed with cadmium red, and I'll make a jacket with a hood, and this guy is gonna stand there and watch up. Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't look nice. I will erase it and make a new one. So I'm gonna mix red cadmium and permanent pink for the new jacket, and I'll start from the beginning. I'm so sorry I can't show you close up because I really don't have a good camera holder, but I promise I will get one soon. So I did the arm and the body. Cleaning my brush a little. Again, some red. So this is gonna be a hood. Clean my brush again. Now I take a blue mixed with brown, which makes it black, and I'll paint the pants. Please check the reference picture for the example of how to do that. Yeah, in the future I probably will show the close-up videos. I just need to learn how to do all these things. It's first time for me, so I'm sorry for some inconveniences, but if you can copy my picture by using the colors I just named. I'm gonna make a hat now, again from blue and brown mixture. Now I'm gonna make a mixture of orange and pink and some white, maybe a little bit of yellow inside, until it looks like skin color. And he got some red cheeks because of the cold, so he's kind of reddish. And I made a face. So now again I'll mix blue and brown, and I will paint boots and the ski. Now I took again my mixture of blue and brown and white, and I made a scarf. Dark parts of the jacket. Okay. Then the poles. this is another skier. So again, I'm gonna take my gray color, which is mixture of blue, brown and white, and I'll make a shadow coming from the skier, and I need to blur it a little bit because the shadow cannot be so precise. I'll add some shadow also to the second skier and to the third one, like this. You can also like move it a little bit with your finger. So now I'm gonna mix blue and yellow to obtain the green color for the pine trees. I'll add more blue, more yellow. I put some yellow cadmium medium and some the light one, and I will add a little bit of blue again until I find the right color that I like for the pine tree. So this is how I make the pine tree. Like, I just do some strokes like this with the green, and then I will add some snow on it. So let's start to put it somewhere here, the top part, and some strokes. I got a very bad brush today, and I'm kind of lazy to go and wash my good brushes, so I'm trying to make this pine tree with this bad brush, which is not so bad because it has some fur everywhere, and it makes the pine tree especially beautiful. Now I think I exaggerated a little bit with green, but I will cover it with snow and it will look fantastic anyway. Alright, I'm gonna make more pine trees. Let's say on the right side, I took the same mixture of colors, which is blue and yellows, two kind of yellows, and I'll start to create this pine tree again. I don't like this brush, I will try something else. Let's try this brush, maybe it's better. So yeah, I will go on what I started. So yeah, like this. You put these strokes everywhere, and maybe this top should be a little bit longer, like this. Let's make another one, a baby pine tree nearby. They look good together. I'll take a smaller brush because the big one can't do this job. Yeah, it's good. It makes a good pine tree top. So yeah, these are little brush strokes again, and I'll make another brush strokes here. So maybe I'll make another small pine tree nearby, like this. Okay. Tin, 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 tin. Here it is. Beautiful little pine tree. I think it's enough. There is no place for more. These are slopes, there are mountains. I think that's enough with the pine tree. And now I'm gonna cover them with the snow. The snow has also its shadow and light. In the shade it's blue, so I will add some sky blue and some of the mixtures that I already have of ultramarine and brown. Maybe a little bit more ultramarine and brown and white, of course, together with the sky blue. I just need to find the right color for that. Okay, more of the sky blue. So let's start. We need to make bigger texture. It's not very textured now, in a way that I can put the very heavy brush strokes onto my pine trees. Okay, let's pause. So the shadow is on the right side, so also the dark snow is on the right side. Okay, let's add a little bit of pink as well, because sometimes there is some pink on it when sun is shining very brightly. You can see not only blue but even a little bit of pink, like a purple color on the snow. More rich brush strokes of shadow. Now I'll take a small brush and I'll put some brush strokes also on the small trees. Ta-da! Now we'll need to put some light, and this is gonna be a clean white paint. Very thick brush strokes, so it looks like it's really snow. And the white snow, it will be like white. It will be on the left side where the light is. Sometimes you even add a little bit of yellow to make the light even more contrasting on the shadows, but this time we will not do that, because otherwise all the painting should be revised and remade and it will be more complicated. So I'll just make the white snow somewhere, not too much. I think I already exaggerated, or maybe not. Right, anyway, I'll add some more on the baby one. And another baby. Let's clean it a little bit so the white is white, because it gets dirty from the pine trees, from the green of the pine trees. Okay, this baby is beautiful. Not too much snow, I think, but still it covers quite a lot. I like when it's covered a lot with the snow. It's beautiful. It means that the fresh snow came out, and the skiing will be fun. I like the fresh snow when I ski. Okay, let's add some more white strokes. We are almost done. The only thing is to be finished. We could add some more shadow on the mountains, and we will color the sky. let's start making some shadow on the mountain. So we take again blue, brown, and white to make it gray, and we will put it on the right side again because all the shadows are on the right side. We don't cover it completely with gray, but we just do some lines here and there. And of course we add some white in it because otherwise it's too dark. So one and the second one. Just some kind of little very light lines. Just a little hint on the mountains. I added it here also on the left side because sometimes there is no snow, and even on the light sometimes there is some kind of rocks. So yeah, like this. And something on under like that. Now it looks a little bit better, and I'll take some sky blue and white again, more white, and I will add a little bit of this light blue in the shadow again, so it doesn't look like too gray. There is a snow in the shadow and it's kind of bluish. My fingers is the best tool to make blurred color like this one. So what I'm gonna do now is that I will add some white snow. I just like when there is a little bit more texture in it on the light part. And the second mountain too, like this. I think it looks nice. So the last part is to make the sky. I will take, well no, first I will take a little bit of sky blue with white to make a little hint on the blue color. I think I should add some yellow because it's a sunny day. So normally the sky is a little bit lighter closer to the mountain. So I'll make it a little bit like white with very little of the cadmium yellow light, but really minimal yellow, just to make the sky a little bit warmer here and there. Wash my brush with my medium and clean it with the paper. Now I take my sky blue with white and okay, I'll put it here and I mix it up with the previous color. It becomes kind of greenish, but it looks nice. On this part too. And now I'll take ultramarine blue, because the sky, if you see, check some pictures and you will see that the sky is always a little bit darker on top. So I will add some of this blue mixed with sky blue, and the top of the sky will be darker. I hope you guys have managed to create this little cutie, and please, if you have any difficulties, just comment or write me and I'll see if I can help. So as you see, by moving my brush back and forth, I create a gradient. It is like it is in nature. The sky from light gradually becomes darker to the top. I'll add some white just to make it look like maybe some kind of very light clouds there. Just a little bit to lighten it up again. So I think our painting is ready. Just look how cute it is. I hope you liked the process of making this beautiful textured mountain skiing painting. I'm gonna make some more in the future. I'm thinking about making the same style beach painting with people on the seaside, chilling, and maybe also flowers, because I've seen there are a lot of flowers made with texture paste, really cute, and I'd like to try it. So if I can, I'll make some videos. I hope you liked it. When you're finished, make a picture, post it on your Instagram, put a hashtag #TayaNaPiñart, and this also maybe tag me so I can see your creations and comment and give you some advice maybe, or just say how beautiful they are. So thank you again for watching and have a good day.